Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff, as we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Linebacker shifting around now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. What a catch! And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller, taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
2nd down play coming up. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Pass is caught. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Delivers quickly to the left side. Receiver makes the catch on a comeback route.
That's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Gets the first and still running. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Now here comes the point after attempt. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Sooners will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great gain on the play.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers.
And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here's the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. So the blitz does not get home that time. He stands in the pocket and delivers the throw.
Yeah, good throw, but really it's all about that offensive line. The communication, you can see him pointing out the blitz and being concerned pre-snap. It worked out perfectly for them. They were able to put each offensive lineman on a defender and gave the quarterback the time he needed to make that throw.
On first down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Throwing off play action. Going for his running back. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Handoff heading left. Breaks an open space. They get him down, but that's a solid game. The Wolverines are in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which what you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. And it's a direct snap. Did not get there. And now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Here's the second down play.
But here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Dropping back. It's Hawkins. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line played just like that.
The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Michigan.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And he'll drop back here on third down. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
And the Sooners offense is on the move now. On first and 10, looking to throw. Gets hauled in here over the middle. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Makes a quick catch. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
The Sooners getting set on first and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Delivers quickly to the left side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
I love this little touch pass call. It stretches this defense out, puts a lot of pressure on the defense to have to contain and get wide, and it can open up so many different aspects of the offensive playbook.
Second down after that previous play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the catch is made off the carom there. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That quarterback put a little bit more on that football. I thought it was going to get in there, but give credit to the defense for getting a hand on the ball. But the presence of mind by the offense to come up with a completion.
A new set of downs after that completion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this is why this free safety is, to me, one of the top players in the country. Does a great job of reading the quarterback, follows his instincts there, which leads him to the interception.
Here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. The offense will take their first time out of the half. Let's talk strategy here.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
We'll see what the offense can do starting inside their own 20. He hands it to the back. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. Now it's second down here. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. On the move now. The pass ball is incomplete. We tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Here's that defense shifting again. Play action here on first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
Failed earlier in a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Wants to throw it. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He's looking deep down the middle. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Look out, he's in the clear. Across the 40. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the out route. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. Breaks free. He's in the clear. Inside the 40. They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but just no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
So after one enormous play, they're now set up at the opponent's 20-yard line. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying for a touchdown here. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Sooners.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Trying to find some room. It's Gee. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He fires downfield. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Well, down the punt just inside the 45-yard line. field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time?
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Back to pass. It's Hawkins. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go. The ball not loose. The defense scoops it up. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really... defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And they'll use the ground game here. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, trying to knock it through from 44 yards away. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Still a tie ball game here in the 3rd quarter.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. To throw, it's Hawkins. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete that time. Just out of reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. He's picked for a third time tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
The offense with three tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Trying to run it. It's Gee. And tackled after a small pickup there. We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game. Deadlocked, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Heading to the fourth quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The game could come down to this possession. All tied up, first and goal. Can they punch it in? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He keeps it on the design run. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Makes it with the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ballgame is tied. We yards from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. What a catch, heads up off the deflection. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
That's just great awareness here by this running back not to give up on the play. That ball gets deflected, but a good job of having the awareness and the hands to be able to catch that ball and end up getting some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. He can go. Touchdown, Sooners. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead, but instead they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
So after pulling up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Burks. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Wide open downfield. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Quick throw to the right. It's caught. They bring him down after a short gain there.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
It's incomplete. Pass broken up, but a flag down. Let's see what this is about. That's certainly part of calling an RPO. If everyone's not on the same page, you get an eager lineman who too far downfield. Offense getting set. It's second down. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. It's a dart right down the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. What a grab by the sophomore.
Chris, to me, I think the quarterback wanted to get this ball thrown downfield, but good coverage forces him to throw it underneath. But give an assist to the O-line, giving him enough time to be able to evaluate that coverage.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The receiver grabs it. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The Sooners with 1st and 10 here. Back to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wide out. Oh, and another incompletion. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Might be for the ball game. Quick throw to the left side. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on fourth down, and they'll take over.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. First play of the drive, they look to the right. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And it's caught. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
So a lot of this in the first half, they go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Look to throw it here on second down. Defense is coming after him. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. Late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. No, and he knocks it right through. And with that, they regain the lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the... Oh, it's a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? In the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and